A very good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. Welcome to 149th meeting of Toastmasters Amrita Bengaluru. This is Riharsha Varanasi, and I'll be your sergeant at arms for this evening. Well, when I heard the theme status, the first thing that always comes to my mind in the recent times is No Way Home. Trust me, there is no way to avoid spoilers. The status has become the most viral thing other than COVID. And every time you look at someone's WhatsApp status or Instagram story, you'll watch a big train moving around with all these scenes in No Way Home. So, with all these things, we want everyone not to give spoilers. That's the first thing because a lot of people are stuck in college and they didn't watch No Way Home. First thing, don't give out spoilers. Well, now coming to the three statuses that we have to be in the meeting. The first one goes like this. The first status that we have to keep in mind is the status of our phone. We'll have to keep it in silent all the time to have the best meeting experience. And the second status is being on mute. Let's say you're talking right now. When I'm talking, I would really feel so annoyed because you're interrupting me all the while when I'm speaking. So make sure that you're on mute until and unless you're asked to unmute. The third status is the most important status. It decides your place in the meeting. Let's say I talk something offensive, everyone in the meeting will kick me out. Exactly, we don't want that to happen. So when you talk about some sensitive topics like sex, religion, and politics, make sure that you refrain from those topics, or if you speak about them, put them in a way where no one will get offended. Last but not the least, this is not among the three statuses, but make sure that you're on video to give the best encouragement to all the speakers or whoever took up a role to cheer for them. That builds up their confidence. All right, that's it from my side. Now I'll hand over the stage to the cotton man of Tab, who we call Patti, very friendly, and that is our presiding officer for today, Toastmaster Pratap. Over to you, Toastmaster Pratap.
Thank you for that wonderful, I'll use the common word. Thank you for that wonderful introduction, Toastmaster Harsha. A very good evening, dear Toastmasters and guests. I am Pratap and I will be the presiding officer for today's meeting. I welcome you all to the meeting number 149 of Toastmasters Amrita Bengaluru theme status, and I would like to open the meeting. Open. I asked my mom for a gavel and she showed this and I was like, yeah, that works too. Yeah. Coming to the theme status. Mark Zuckerberg want to see how we are doing, like what we are up to, and he introduced something called status. And just like how we made Telegram and another movie rules recently after the No Way Home, the thing status has also become another, like Harsha said, a spoiler kind of thing which shows the entire movie, and it is also used to wish your friends for birthdays and a lot more than that. Yeah, and we also can see a lot of guests today. I'm very glad a lot of you guys join. We would like to get a brief introduction about yourself. So why don't we start with Triveni? I think there might be some technical issues. All right, we'll go ahead with Rajesh. Please unmute yourself and introduce yourself.
Hi Pratap. Hi everyone. I'm Rajesh from Intel Talk Masters. I found the status interesting, so I just wanted to check the status of the status here today. So I'm here from Intel Talk Masters.
Thank you, Rajesh. Hope you have a great time here. And we move on with Madhumita, our regular guest.
Hi everyone, I'm Madhumita. So this is my second meet joining as a guest in TAB. I hope this session will be good as the last one, previous one. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Madhumita. Hope you'll enjoy the session. And we also have Toastmaster Praneeth, who I think joined for the first time after he became a member. So give us a brief introduction about yourself before we get to know about you in the icebreaker.
Hey guys, I'm Praneeth, and this is my first official meeting as a Toastmaster. I'm really glad to be part of this thing. Yeah, I'm from Hyderabad. Basically, as you know before, and yeah, I'm really excited to be a part.
Thank you, Praneeth. Hope you'll have a great time in the meeting and in TAB. I think that's it from the guest side. We don't have any other guests. Coming to the announcements, or what we say, the achievements. So Toastmaster Gopika has completed level 2 of visionary communication from her path 3, I guess. Yes. So congratulations. And Toastmaster Dinesh has completed level 2 in presentation mastery, and Toastmaster Durga has completed level 3 in engaging humor. Kudos to everyone. And I think that's it from my side. I will hand over the screen to the pizza boy, pizza boy of TAB, Toastmaster Ganesh, to go ahead with his interesting theme, status. Over to you, Toastmaster Ganesh.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Pratap. Good evening, one and all. Today's theme is status. When I say status, it's not the amount of money you have or the position you hold. I just mean WhatsApp status or Facebook status or Instagram status. Well, you know how we all put the status of our poster for today's meeting? Well, who do you think it was possible because of? Because of Ralph C. Smedley, who founded this club on October 22nd, 1924. This club is there to help improve our speaking skills, like we're doing now. And it has over 16,000 clubs and over 353,000 members. Correct me if I'm wrong about the number. Moving on with the meeting. Well, the meeting consists of 3 parts. The first part is a prepared speech part, where the speaker comes with a prepared speech, gives it, and gets evaluated. And the second part is a table topics part. This is an impromptu session. You will be given a topic and you have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes on it. And the third is the evaluation session. After the whole meeting, you will be evaluated based on your grammar, based on your speech, based on everything, so that you can get good feedback and improve later on. Well, before I move on with the meeting, I'd like to call a person, the general evaluator, who says status reminder of happy moments with friends and family. I'd like to call upon Toastmaster Niharika.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ganesh, for that introduction. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. I will be the general evaluator for today's session. My role is to update your improvement status through my evaluation. To help me with this, I have 3 people with me. The first one is Timer. Our timer for today's meet says that these days she's using status only for our meetings. But there were days where she used to post all her happy moments. I would like to call Toastmaster Shreyasvi to introduce her role. Over to you, Toastmaster Shreyasvi.
Yeah, you're on.
Yes, we are on mute.
Okay, good evening everyone. I'm Toastmaster Shreyasvi and I'm today's timer. As a timer, my role is to remind you all at certain intervals of your speech and record those timings and report it at the end. So as I said, certain intervals of your speech, for example, in today's prepared speeches slot, we have Toastmaster Vaishnavi giving her 2 impromptu speeches, each of 2 to 3 minutes. So I'll be showing green card at 2 minutes, yellow card at 2 minutes 30 seconds, and red card at 3 minutes. Then we have table topic session. Each speaker gets 1 to 2 minutes. So at 1 minute, I'll be showing green card, and 1.5, I'll be showing yellow card, and at 2 minutes, I'll be showing the red card. And then we have evaluation. Both the evaluation and the tag report have the same time, that is 2 to 3 minutes. So at 2 minutes, I'll be showing the green card. At 2.5, I'll be showing yellow card. And at 3 minutes, I'll be showing the red card. So let me change my background. So this is green card, yellow, and red. That's it. Over to General Evaluator.
Thank you, Shreyasvi, for introducing your role clearly. And next comes our accounter. Accounter for our today's meet is a person who is crazy about history, pizza, and having friends so much that he would do anything for them. Over to you, Toastmaster GSP.
Well, good evening, everyone. I'm Toastmaster GSP, and I'm going to be the accounter for this meeting. As the accounter, I'll be keeping a track of your CRBF, which is the crutch words like actually, so, like, because, and all. And then the repetitive words, like, you just repeat words when you're tense, right? So I'll keep a track of those as well. And then the pauses, when you're super tense, our brain freezes and we just stop speaking for a while. So I'll just make sure I note them down. And then the fillers such as ahs and ums when we can't find words when we're speaking. So basically, I'm going to make a note of them and just give a report about them at the end of the meeting. Over to the G.
Thank you, Toastmaster GSP, for that introduction. And then comes our grammarian for today. Our grammarian for today says he loves singing, dancing, and meeting new people. She loves to put up statuses when she goes out and bake a new cake. But she hates when people constantly keep spamming their stories with unnecessary stuff. I would like to call Toastmaster Supriya to introduce her role. Over to you, Toastmaster Supriya.
A very good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests present here. I'll be the grammarian for today's meeting. So we all know how important it is to have good grammar. Good grammar helps the speaker to construct good sentences so that the audience understands what the speaker is trying to convey. So it is imperative that we all use good grammar, we reduce our grammatical errors, and we try to learn new words and new idioms. So as the grammarian, I'll be noting down the good usages as well as the bad usages, and I will give suggestions as to how to turn a bad usage into a good usage. So the word of the day is sanguine, and it means to be positive or optimistic. It can be used in the sentence as, because of his sanguine attitude, he was able to overcome his problems. And the idiom of the day is to kick the can down the road. And it means to avoid or delay a problem. It can be used in a sentence as, it is not a good idea to kick the can down the road and avoid the problems related to global warming and let the next generation deal with it. I'll be typing all of this down in the chat so that everyone can view it and use it. And I really encourage everyone that they use it. At the end of the meeting, I'll be back with my report. That's all from my end. I hand it back to General Evaluator Niharika.
Thank you, Toastmaster Supriya, for that crisp introduction. At the end, I'll be back with my report with my tag team. That's all from my side. Over to you, TM Modi, Toastmaster Ganesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Niharika, for that wonderful brief. So I have a small request to each of you before I move on. We're anyways going offline and we have to get used to seeing each other's faces. So I'd like to request all of you to turn on your cameras and show your beautiful faces. And so moving on, well, statuses. With looking at statuses, you can tell what kind of a person they are. Honestly, from what I've observed, you can either tell they're an introvert, if they're an extrovert, or if they're an ambivert. These are the three types of people that I've encountered when looking at statuses. But before I go deep down into it, I'll come back to it after the speech section. So firstly, I'd like to call the speaker of today, Toastmaster Vaishnavi, who's the roast master of our club and is a very sweet person. And before I call upon the speaker, I'd like to call upon the speech evaluator, who's a tennis freak ever ready to speak, Toastmaster Harsha.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ganesh. I know where you stole that intro from. Well, coming to Toastmaster Vaishnavi's speech today, she's attempting level 4 project, one of the path engaging humor, which I consider as one of the best projects that anyone can ever encounter because it's so interesting. Let me go ahead with the objectives. Toastmaster Vaishnavi will be delivering 2 to 3 minute speeches in the same meeting, that is today. The purpose of this project is for the member to develop their method for giving impromptu speeches and practice adapting rehearsed stories during a presentation. Well, timer, please note for both speeches, the time limit is 2 to 3 minutes. Green at 2, yellow at 2 minutes 30 seconds, and red at 3. I hope Toastmaster Vaishnavi will roast and make us laugh, or let's say that she'll be her best self as always. And all the very best, Toastmaster Vaishnavi. Over to you, Toastmaster Ganesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Harsha, for the brief. And like Toastmaster Harsha said, timer, please note the time is 2 to 3 minutes. Toastmaster Vaishnavi, you started a new job and are asked to share something about yourself with your colleagues. You started a new job and are asked to share something about yourself with new colleagues. Toastmaster Vaishnavi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ganesh. Hello, good morning. My name is the comic relief character. Oh, sorry, it is Vaishnavi Verma. I'm a professional moocher, okay? So I'll not do anything online. So I'm having this intro with you guys. It's because I don't want to socialize. I just want to reduce my workload. So let me start. Hello. Oh, you are the other moocher, huh? It's okay. I'm done. Let's have contacts, okay? Contact, so that you help me find people who I can mooch off. I can get the work done with them. Okay. Oh yeah, you're the diligent one. Every group project, I'm gonna make you do stuff. And then I'm gonna sit back and take all the credit for myself because that is who I am. Can I ask about what is the corporate lifestyle? Is it as shown as is it as good as it's shown in the corporate CV videos? I guess not. All of you guys are smiling in that, but I could see the pain in your eyes. And is it 9 to 5? I don't think so. It's just 9 to 5 for the sake of it, right? It's 9 to 9 and without overtime. Anyway, I was forced into it, or else I'll get married off. This is what my parents strictly told. Either get a job or else marriage, or else they'll throw me out of the house. So because I didn't want to be homeless, I joined this job. And I'm not smart enough to get a core company or any other company. So I ended up in an MNC, which is 35,000 per month, which half of it will go to my rent and other expenses. Nice. I'll be enjoying my life, I'm sure. And I hope you guys, seeing your suffering at least eases my own suffering. So I'm happy to work with you all, and let's hope we have a better suffering ahead. Thank you. Over to Toastmaster Ganesh.
What a wonderful speech, Toastmaster Vaishnavi. And so moving on to your second speech, Toastmaster Vaishnavi, the speaker for an important event is late. You are invited to open the event and fill a few minutes until the speaker arrives. The speaker for an important event is late. You are invited to open the event and fill in for a few minutes until he arrives. Toastmaster Vaishnavi.
Good morning. I know you guys don't expect my face. You're expecting some hotshot speaker who is much better than me. But here I am. So let's have some awkward intros. Hello. What's your name? Please, can you stand up over there? Your name, please? Anyone? No?
I am Harsha.
Oh, hello, Harsha. I don't know who you are. I don't even care. But I'm going to ask your intro because that's an obligatory ritual. That's how we start. And I wish I had 10 shots of coffee for the amount of energy I need to do this, but I don't. So I'm sorry about this. So what brings you here? What is the thing? It's a motivational session, right? Come on. I'm the most motivating person. I'm a very sanguine person. Okay, I am the how do you say? I'm so optimistic that I act like, how do you say? I make sure I use reverse psychology on myself. So I'm a pessimistic person who keeps building pessimism so much that it kind of turns into optimism. So what is the problem you guys have? What do you need? You need energy. You need confidence. So tell it with me. I am confident. I am amazing. I am beautiful. Even though you don't think about it, you don't know if this is true or not. This is how it is. You gotta tell it yourself, or else no one is going to tell it to you. We live in India. No one cares. No one cares that you are the best person or you're the worst person. Your parents don't even care. Your parents are like, if she has a job, if you have a job, if you are able to work, that's all they need. So if you read, and we can't afford mental health because mental health is nothing in India. So all you do is attend some free motivational speeches. So tell it with me. All they do is, I am confident. I am beautiful. I'm amazing. So, oh yeah, the guest speaker has arrived. So take more motivation from him. I'll take my leave. Over to the guest speaker. Thank you. Over to the team.
That was a wonderful speech, Toastmaster Vaishnavi. You added a bit of roasting there and you proved your name right. Moving on with the theme. Well, like I said, you can tell what kind of a person he is or she is when we look at their statuses. From what I've observed, there are 3 types of people. The first one is called the ghost. This person, he does not put statuses any time in his life. We won't know if he's alive or dead or somewhere in Himalayas like a sannyasi. We won't know anything. He's an introvert. We won't even know if he vanished into thin air unless we DM him. And this type holds special in my heart because yes, Harsha, you are right. That is me. I've never put statuses, and I can guarantee you, after I graduate from Amrita, you will not know where I live. You will not know what I do. You will not even know if I exist. Moving on to the second type, the sane one. These are my favorite types. They're the ordinary people. Let's say they admire a quote or admire a moment. They put the status and that's it. You can probably get a status from them occasionally after a few days or so. And I wish I can do that, but I can't. It's too much anxiety. And the third type is the insane one. This is the most annoying person you can ever meet in real life or through the phone. They use WhatsApp statuses like it's their personal diaries. They keep on putting stories. You go to the next one, it's still their story. You go to the next one, it's still their story. It takes 2 minutes to complete their story, which is extremely annoying. And those are the 3 types of people I've observed while putting statuses. And this is not it. There are types of statuses which I will get to after the next session, the table topic session. Well, to talk about the table topic session, as I already mentioned, it's an impromptu session and you get to speak 1 to 2 minutes while the table topic master gives you a topic. And the table topic master is Toastmaster Vishnu, who says he usually sends statuses or memes or any celebrations like birthdays, or if he met any of his classmates. Over to Toastmaster Vishnu.
Thank you, Toastmaster, for such a wonderful introduction. Fellow Toastmasters and every guest, good evening, everyone. One of the most exciting part of the table topics parties is the most exciting thing in a Toastmasters meeting. It is specifically designed to develop for essential communications like listening, thinking, organizing, and speaking. You have to listen, you have to think, organize, and then speak. Most of them do forget their question during the topics. That's why I made a PPT so that they can view the question once again. So I'm sharing the screen now. Is my screen visible?
Yes, Vishnu, it's visible.
Yes.
Yeah. Coming to table topic session, today's theme is status. I have 3 rules for this table topic session. First rule is volunteering. Volunteering is only welcome. I don't want random pickers. Second rule is please don't make me to choose randomly. No random picker is allowed. Random questions are also asked randomly. No, I don't have any personal backgrounds or scolding someone to ask difficult questions. And the main objective of table topics is to challenge members to develop their impromptu speaking skills, to developly think on their feet by answering unrehearsed questions. And are you guys ready? Can I have the first volunteer, please?
I'll go ahead.
Thank you, Toastmaster sir. Here is your question. Do you think the word status is optable? And compared with the meaning of the natural meaning of the word and today's theme, status, is the word optable?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vishnu. Well, coming to status, the only one thing that pops up in our mind is WhatsApp status or Instagram story all the time. But let me tell you all about a different status that we always intend not to talk about. Whenever we face some situations in life, we think that, man, I'm as hard as rock. I'm as strong as rock. I'll go through this and I'll do it no matter what. But there are instances in life where you can't go through it. And at the same time, you'll not be able to just pass through that situation and feel very bad. There were a few moments in my life as well over the past 1 year, which actually felt like maybe I can't go through this at all. And I might crumble at a point and I feel that I can't, just go through that particular situation through that particular time. I've told few of my friends that I'm feeling this way. I can't do this, dude. I'm not able to go through this. Few of them suggested, Harsha, you need not battle everything on your own. We are there for you. And the other person said, be a man up, come on. How many days are you going to sulk? At that point, I felt that they're not understanding me. A few days later, it was not even a intentional call. It was an accidental call. And we got on call for something else. I spoke with one of my senior, and she, when she heard all those things, she said, are you okay? I don't know why, but that one question made me feel very happy. All these days when I was telling a lot of people, hey man, I'm not feeling good, they were giving me suggestions on how to improve myself. Maybe I didn't need that. I wanted to feel bad for a few more days. When she asked that question, I felt really happy. And when I look back on all those incidents, I felt that my status of not being active everywhere, why should I actually feel that way? I can always have fun with my friends. There are my friends who will make fun about me for doing clean shave. There are my friends whom I can call at 1 in the night, who will sleep on the call and I can make fun of them. There are my friends whom I can go to with lunch and have fun. Why always look at the negative side and crumble? Just go ahead and change that status of being so sad. Over to you, Toastmaster Vishnu.
Thank you, Toastmaster sir. Coming to the second question, the next volunteer.
I would like to go.
Thank you, Sumukh. The next question is here on the display and on the sorry. Which moments usually capture to stay your status or statuses? Like if you don't share any statuses, like why aren't you sharing? What's the main reason why not you sharing questions?
All right. So I will mostly combine both the topics and talk about my status experience with WhatsApp so far. Before WhatsApp, I'll just tell you one thing. I've never put a status in Facebook and Instagram, so LinkedIn, Instagram twice, I guess. Other than that, WhatsApp. So I got introduced to WhatsApp, I guess, maybe when I was in 11th. Before that, it was there, but I didn't know. And what I did was, I heard one of my friends talk about it. And then I went to Google and I started searching WhatsApp, UP. WhatsApp, what is WhatsApp? I didn't know that. So I downloaded WhatsApp. And then it took me a lot of time to even understand what a status is or how it works. So I didn't know status exists. So then there was that. And then it was going like that. I never used to upload anything. So I only started uploading statuses, I guess, when I see some feel-good videos on the net and I want people to watch it and maybe make them smile. So I would do that. Other than that, it used to be the Toastmasters posters. And I will not, no offense to anyone, but then in the beginning, we were forced to do it. And then I was supposed to force people to do it. And then again, we do that. It happens in the rotation. So that is one more thing about statuses. And then, yeah, if I go out somewhere, when I meet friends and stuff, maybe if I feel like it, I upload status. Other than that, not that much of a status person. So I think that will be it from my side.
Thank you, Sumukh. The next volunteer, please, for the third question.
Yeah,
Any volunteers? Yeah, can I know the name of that person, as I am not able to see the participants?
Praneeth.
Praneeth, here is your question. We have different apps for sending status or statuses. Which app you use more and why? Apps like FB, Insta, Snapchat, LinkedIn, Twitter.
So here again, guys, this is my first table topic session, so excuse if I do something wrong. But if I think the first thing, Instagram is for friends, basically my friends and the people of my age use Instagram. Facebook, some older generation people and mainly my family members use WhatsApp. So I use WhatsApp basically to send some nice information, like some nice moments I have in my life or anything like that, and which I wanted to share. For example, if I get some nice profit in the share or something. See, you have to understand, mainly it's we will not agree on this, but sometimes the status we post in Instagram or Facebook is just intended for one or two people. Most of us, if we ask on the face, will not agree to it, but that's the truth. So it depends on whom I want my status to be seen. So it depends on that, and I usually do it, and yeah, that's it. Thank you.
It's a very nice answer, Praneeth. Actually, it's your first table topics question. Many people aren't even able to speak or utter a single word, but you utter the words and you're not even said it correctly. You said it perfectly. The question, the answer are perfect, but you have to decrease the R's and M's. And that's it from my side. And any volunteer, the fourth question, please. As I actually said, no selections. Random pickers is not allowed.
I'll go since this will be hat trick. Third.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vaishnavi. Here is your fourth question. On the auspicious occasion of India's Mathematician Day, say a few lines about Srinivasa Ramanujan or share your experiences related to math subject. Anyone is okay.
So Srinivasan Ramanujan, he's known like whenever he's talk about the great mathematicians, most of them like first will come Aryabhatta will come because he's the one who invented zero. Second, Srinivasan Ramanujan will come. Like think about it. He was from a very poor family and he was actually told many teachers looked down on him for what he was not because he didn't follow the procedure what the teachers told. That's how our education system works every time. But then he went abroad. He made research papers and he made our country proud. And as of math subject is one of my favorite subjects. To this day, whenever calculations come into my mind, we have a subject called soft computing. So you have a lot of calculations because of neural networks and stuff. That's the only class I attend. I'm attentive because whenever theory comes up, I sleep. But whenever there's a lot of solving and stuff, I'm always awake and alert. So math has always been a prominent part in my life and I've always loved the subject. I don't know why people find it hard. I don't find it hard, except intermaths. Intermaths was hard. But other than that, whenever calculations and matrices come up, I really love that subject. So that's all I have. Over to Toastmaster Vishnu.
Toastmaster Vaishnavi, I thought of giving one question to you, but some people may not be able to speak about the scientists. That's why I gave a second question. But you even speak about the two questions in one single table topics. Thanks a lot. And coming to question number 5, the next volunteer, please.
I can volunteer.
Can you please say your name? As I am unable to see.
GSP.
Who is that?
Toastmaster GSP.
The Toastmaster Fanindra. The fifth question is 1 minute. Yeah. Do you think sharing statuses of very small moments in our life is necessary? Like eating an ice cream or watching a film or eating breakfast and all. Is it necessary?
Well, this question actually varies from person to person. I mean, for me, yes, I mean, sharing statuses with your friends is fine. Like eating ice cream, watching a film, eating breakfast and all among friends is fine because they are the ones, like who care about the little things that go on in your life. But then there are obviously people who share all this stuff just to show off that they are, going to a fancy restaurant or they're going to a movie when everyone else is stuck in their homes and, whining about being in COVID. And then there are people who go to different city just for breakfast and then another city for lunch and then another city for dinner. So it depends on the person. It can be bragging or it can be sharing stuff. So apart from that, I feel sharing statuses is the small moments is really necessary because it's like, if you want to socialize, if you want to know more people, you need to let people know about your little things in your life. Without that, you'll be a stranger. It's like you can't just walk into a random conversation with a random person and then start speaking. Obviously you can, but then it'll be awkward. But if the person knows you better, I mean, if a person knows little things about you, like what you eat, what you watch, what do you prefer, series or comics or whatever it is, it'll be easier to strike a conversation with them. That's it. I feel it's necessary. Yeah. Over to the teacher.
Thank you so much, Fanindra. Your words are really interesting and very listenable too. Coming to the 6th question, the next volunteer, please.
Vishnu, I'll go. I'm Ganesh.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Ganesh. And here is your question. Do you think sharing statuses to far off living places, people about our daily life moments is beneficiary?
Well, when it comes to this applies to everyone you lost contact with, everyone who went abroad for MS or for jobs, who you don't even know are there right now in India. When you share those small moments or statuses, it just shows what you're doing, and that's a mode of communication you can develop between you and the far off person. Let's say I go abroad for MS after my 4th year. I lose all my contacts from engineering, my 11th, my school friends, everyone. But if I put statuses saying I'm going to Disneyland or I'm doing that or doing this, they'll probably reply to my status. And that's a way of getting that connection back with your friends. So I do think it is beneficiary in the long term when you want to stay in touch with people. And that's it from my side. Over to Toastmaster Vishnu.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ganesh. I really liked your answer for my question. Coming to the 7th question, the next volunteer.
Sorry, Vishnu, but we are already out of time.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. It was a great experience for sharing all your views on the table topics.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vishnu, with the really interesting table topics. And it was related to the theme, which made it even more fun. Moving on with the theme, like I said, there are types of statuses. I've covered types of people who put statuses, but types of statuses is a whole different thing. Well, the first thing is, okay, I'm sorry, before I move on, there's a 5-minute break after the table topic session. I'm sorry, I forgot about it. Everyone get your refreshments and move around, walk around, do whatever you want. Yeah. Welcome back, everyone, to the meeting. Has everyone had their refreshments? Okay, cool. So moving on with the topic. Well, like I said, there are types of people who put statuses, but there are types of statuses. Well, I'll go through each and every one, which I've observed. Again, if you think of more, that's great. First one is food. I'd say these people are Satan's children, are devils. Dude, I am eating puliogare or puliora in my room, crying because I don't have enough food or proper food. You're putting nice statuses of pani puri and nice statuses of pizza, which I see and cry about. That's not fair at all. Honestly, that's not a good sight at all. And second is tickets. Well, you put statuses of where you're going. You put the flight ticket of going to Bangalore, or you put the flight ticket of going to Coorg. Okay, I see the status. I see you're going to Bangalore. Now what? What do I do? Why? What's the point of the status of you putting your ticket? Are you taking me with you? No. So why? And third is birthdays. I find this as my special status. I find this very sweet and amazing because there are two reasons I find birthday statuses as valid. One, you can remind your other friends that your friend's birthday is there on that day. And second, you can strip away the only pride and respect they had in college with embarrassing pictures. I think everyone experienced here, right? And then fourth is quotes. Well, this is the funniest thing that I've seen on statuses. Well, let's say someone goes through a breakup and they start putting quotes like, you don't heal if you go back to the place you were broke. You won't mature if you don't cry over sleeping. The people start putting it's not supposed to make sense. It's just a joke. Anyways, people put statuses of how they're feeling really sad and as if they're about to die tomorrow after a breakup. Well, there are people with worse problems, and you're 19, bro. You're not 90. There's a difference. You've lived just 1/3 of your life. So just move on. And the last one is actually, there's no more. That's all about the types of statuses I've been thinking right now and here. So that's why I've just been coming up with new ones. But moving on, I'd like to move on to the evaluation part, where I'd like to call upon the general evaluator. So to give a further evaluation to the meeting is over to the general evaluator, Toastmaster Niharika.
Once again, good evening, everyone. I'm back with my report. Before getting into my report, I would like to call our evaluator, Toastmaster Harsha, to evaluate Toastmaster Vaishnavi's speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Harsha.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Niharika. Well, a very good evening to each and everyone present here, and a special one to Toastmaster Vaishnavi. Firstly, delivering an impromptu speech itself is a big task, and adding humor into it is a separate task in itself. You've excelled at both of them. First of all, congratulations for that, Toastmaster Vaishnavi. And now, coming to the few things that I found about your speech that are very interesting, I'll give the evaluation in a way combining both the speeches where you excelled and at the same time where you can improve, and a challenge as well. So coming to the places where you excelled at, first one is the method where you applied, as Toastmaster Sanjana taught me, it's called hook and punch, where you take the people in a different direction and all of a sudden you turn it around and tell them that you don't expect that punchline at the ending. I think that's the way you put out your humor, which brings up the exact essence that you want to deliver to the audience. Great job done with our Toastmaster Vaishnavi. And second one, when you were giving introduction about each and every officer in that speech you were delivering, I remember the scene where in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Terry Crews was introducing everyone in the precinct to Captain Holt. That scene just flashed in front of my mind. And if that particular scene made me laugh, today your speech made me laugh as well. Great job done with our Toastmaster Vaishnavi for making it so descriptive. And the third point which you excel at is the sarcastic tone that you have. Well, people can just crack a joke. I can say, hey, I'm funny. But that doesn't give them the right vibe. When you put it in a sarcastic way, with the hook and punch type of delivery that you're having, when you put it with a sarcastic tone, it works way better, and you've done it in a very excellent manner. Great job done with these 3 points, Toastmaster Vaishnavi. Now coming to a few improvements, I'll bring out the obvious one first. First one is the flow. So when you're speaking, I would, since you're an L4 speaker right now, I suggest you to practice more or work more on the speech flow that you're having. Reduce the number of CRPFs there. That will actually bring out the humor even more. And the second one, as much as your first speech was so relevant to the topic where you introduced everyone in the office and you were a new employee, the second one, when you call a motivational speaker and if you're asked to fill those minutes where he's late, if you talk that way in an audience, to an audience, they won't feel good. So I think the second part, when you deliver the second speech, it was not relevant to the topic that you had. The humor that we use should be occasional, should be according to the occasion. So that is the second improvement that I have for you. Next time when you hear the topic, just think a little bit before you deliver about that particular topic. Now coming to the one challenge that I have for you is the pauses. You are very good at giving pauses. Not many humor speakers are gifted for that but you have the pauses at the right place. But I want you to work on the unintentional pauses that you're giving as well. That will bring out the right essence. So these are the few points that I noted about your speech, Toastmaster Vaishnavi. Hook and punch, intro about everyone, and the sarcastic tone made your speech way better. And the improvements that I have for you are regarding flow and the relevance to the topic. The one challenge that I have for you is to work on the pauses. That's it from my side. Over to the general evaluator, Toastmaster Niharika.
Thank you, Toastmaster Harsha, for that detailed evaluation. Coming to the Toastmaster Vaishnavi speech, Your introduction was so funny and you were successful in engaging with the audience, and I love the sarcasm in you. Your expressions, gestures adds your speech a lot. And apart from Harsha's evaluation, I have a small improvement to you. I found you were repeating a couple of sentences. As it is impromptu speech, it's obvious, but you can work upon it such that you can excel your speech. Coming to the Toastmasters Harsha's evaluation, I have nothing to add. And I always inspire from his evaluation, like he has categorized like where she has excelled and the improvements and the challenge. Kudos, Toastmaster Harsha. Then I would like to call our accounter for the today, Toastmaster GSP, to present his report. Over to you, Toastmaster GSP.
Before starting with the report, I'd say to take whatever is there in the report in a sanguine way. Starting off with the report, SA DM Harsha was awesome. Actually, they didn't have any of the CRPFs. It was his short talk was as smooth as butter. And then presiding officer Toastmaster Pratap used quite a few so's, but then it's okay. It was good as a part of the talk. And then DM Ganesh was really good. He didn't stutter, he didn't have R's, he didn't have worms, he didn't have pauses. He used the word well a bit, but then it was, I feel it was justified. And the general evaluator, DM Niharika, it was, even she didn't have any of the CRPF. Our timer, even Shreyasvi, had 3 hours, but then apart from that, nothing else. And then our counter TMGSP, I don't know, I didn't make a note of it. Grammarian TM Supriya was really good at the way she speaks. The way she's speaking is really good. It's smooth. The speech evaluator Toastmaster Harsha had 1 hour while giving the evaluation report. Apart from that, it was fine. And he jumbled up a few words here and there, but then it's okay. And then a speaker, Vaishnavi, she kind of stuttered a bit, and then she had one small pause, but it was fine as it felt like it was part of the whole speech. And as Harsha said before, she repeated a few words like "I am confident," "I am beautiful," and "I am awesome." But then I felt the use was justified in the speech. And then TDM Vishnu, he made a few grammatical mistakes, which is not my department as of now. But then the best part about him is continued speaking without stopping, without even pauses. So that's one thing we can learn from him. He was confident in whatever he said. And to able to speaker 1, Toastmaster Harsha had none of the CRPFs. Toastmaster Sumuk had so and then used and then a bit. Table topic speaker 3, the first time speaker TM Praneeth had so and quite a few hours, but then since you spoke for the first time, it's really inspiring to see that you didn't stop anywhere, you didn't panic, and you didn't just stop speaking then and there. Table topic speaker 4, TM Vaishnavi had 1 hour, apart from that nothing else. And then table topic speaker 5, that's me myself. I used well and obviously quite a few times, and then I repeated a few sentences because I couldn't make up other sentences, and then I stuttered, and then I had 5 hours. And then table topic speaker 6 is Toastmaster Ganesh. He spoke slowly and continuously. That's the best part. He didn't stutter, he didn't have hours, he didn't have fillers, he didn't have any of the CRPF, but then he continued speaking. So that's it for the report today. Over to the team.
Thank you, Toastmaster GSP, for that detailed evaluation. Next, I would like to call our grammarian for today, Toastmaster Supriya, to present her report. Over to you, Toastmaster Supriya.
I'll just share my screen. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
So I'll start off with the good usages. We had a couple of good usages such as kudos, impromptu, Optable, which was really nice, and Prominent, Beneficiary, Satan's Kid, Kids, Sarcastic, Occasional, and Smooth as Butter. And when we come to the not so good usages, someone said for the today's session, it should just be for today's session. There's no need to include the word the. I feel like there were more good usages than not so good usages. And for the word of the day, Toastmaster Vaishnavi and Toastmaster GSP used the word of the day. So I would like to congratulate them. Idiom of the day was not used by anybody, but I feel like this is something we could work on in the next meeting. And as far as it is concerned, like to how should we get better at not using bad usages is by practicing. I think that will really help all the speakers to structure their sentences, and then gradually the not so good usages can be reduced. That's all from my end, and I'll hand it over to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Supriya, for your detailed evaluation. Next, I would like to call our timer for today, Toastmaster Shreyas, to present her report. Over to you, Toastmaster Shreyas.
Okay. Good evening, everyone, once again. So I'll just give my report. Before that, I'll just so as a meeting started with SA, Toastmaster Harsha, he took 2 minutes 30 seconds, and presiding officer Toastmaster Pratap took 3 minutes 46 seconds, and TO Modi in total he took 9 minutes 53 seconds, and Speaker Vaishnavi for 2 speeches. The first speech she took 2 minutes 22 seconds, and second speech she took 2 minutes 41 seconds, and then in table topic session, the Toastmaster Vishnu, the table topic master, took 17 minutes 11 seconds, and first speaker Harsha took 2 minutes 33 seconds. Sumuk took 1 minute 37 seconds. Third speaker Pranit took 1 minute 12 seconds, and fourth speaker took that is Toastmaster Vaishnavi took 1 minute 28 seconds. Toastmaster GSP, fifth speaker, took 1 minute 34 seconds. Sixth speaker, Toastmaster Ganesh, took 1 minute 5 seconds. And coming to the evaluation, speech evaluator, Toastmaster Harsha, took 3 minutes 41 seconds. And our counter, that is Toastmaster GSP, took 3 minutes 15 seconds. And grammarian took, that is Toastmaster Supriya, took 1 minute 15 seconds. And give me a second. And general evaluator till now took 1 minute 7 seconds. That's it from my side. Over to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shreyas, for your report. Coming to the general evaluation, we have started our meeting at 5:12. I have a small suggestion. I request every role taker to join the meeting 10 to 15 minutes prior, such that we'll start our meeting on time, and to have a backup of internet connection so that we won't have any problems in between. Coming to our theme, status. We are so much familiar with this. We usually keep status, and we usually see the status. I think our TO Modi is successful in telling the stuff regarding the status. Thank you, Toastmaster Ganesh. And coming to the timer, you have clearly explained the time limits, like you have categorized the prepared and the impromptu speeches. And I have a small improvement for you. You can prepare an Excel sheet, like when you were explaining, like when you were giving your report, you were stuttering a bit. That's because you were looking your sheet. If you have prepared an Excel sheet, it will be easy for you to keep track of. That's it for you. Coming to the counter for the today, Toastmaster GSP, you have clearly mentioned the categories like fillers, crutch words. Kudos for that. I have few suggestions for you as well. I would like to suggest our tag team to prepare a report. When we see the things visually, we'll get it so easy, and it is also easy for you to explain as well. And one more suggestion is, you have categorized it so clearly, but then you can also give some suggestions how we can work upon it and how we can replace it. That's an important thing. That's it for you. Coming to our grammarian for today, Toastmaster Supriya. I love the way you categorized your report, like good usages, not so good usages, and so on. I have few suggestions for you. You can post word of the day, idiom of the day in our WhatsApp group such that we will include in our speeches, in our scripts while we were preparing. And you can also do presentation while you were telling the word of the day and idiom of the day. You can also choose word of the day and idiom of the day which is so much related to our theme so that we'll get more usages. As we see today, we didn't get any usage of the idiom of the day. That's because we can't relate it. Yeah, that's it. And coming to the TTM Toastmaster Vishnu, I like the way you create the rules to the table topics as well. And I like your questions. But one improvement is you were evaluating the table topic speakers as well, such that you won't get more time to give the topics to the people. Yeah, that's it for you. That's it from my side. Over to the TMOD. I will be posting the link in the chat. Yeah, over to the TMOD Toastmaster Ganesh. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Niharika, for the wonderful evaluation. I'm sure everyone has something to take back and improve upon. Moving on with the meeting. Well, there's one last type of status that I've left out that I forgot that time. It is the meetup. Well, I find this really sweet. When you meet someone, they put statuses saying, well, I met this person, and they put really good pictures and really good moments. I feel it's really sweet when someone does that. And those of you I'm going to meet in the future, do remember that, because you'll have to put statuses. And lastly, finally, all this is on a lighter note, and no offense to anybody, you can put whatever status you want. And there's only one simple exception and one little warning. Only people who put food statuses, if you're going to share anything, share the food, not the status. That's the only thing I ask. And that's it from my side. Over to the presiding officer. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ganesh. I think the meeting came to an end, but before that, I would like to take the feedback from our guests. So we have Madhumita here. So Madhumita, you can unmute and say how you feel about the meeting today.
Hi everyone, I'm Madhumita. The theme was totally relatable. Every day in the evening, so I go through the statuses. I consider them as two types. So one is who puts upon every day, like memes or something, motivational quotes, and the other type is who keeps very rarely, like once in a month or something, when they meet up their friends or do something new. So yeah, that's a good one. We will get to know about them. We may even interact, or we even comment them, so it motivates them. So that's it from my side.
Thank you, Madhumita. I think you have taken away a lot of insights from our TMOD. And we also have Toastmaster Praneeth, who attended his first meeting as a Toastmaster. Toastmaster Praneeth, you can unmute and tell how you feel about the meeting.
Yeah, thank you. Meeting was good, and what I think is the Toastmasters in Amrita Bangalore is like very active than the other clubs. I'm two other clubs also, and yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Praneeth. Yes, I think I'm kicking the can down the drain here. I was trying to delay it. I think we are awaiting a few more responses. I request everyone to please go ahead and vote. Yeah, I think we got. I need 4 more responses. And before that, if anyone wants to speak about today's meeting, you can go ahead. I think maybe GSP can go ahead. He joined after a very long time as a role taker?
Just a second.
Yeah, sure.
I'm really sorry, my friend walked in, so I couldn't respond. What was the question?
You joined the meeting as a role taker after a very long time. How was the experience?
Obviously, it's awesome. It feels good. I don't know. I feel like, being part of the family talks that we usually have at dinner time or something. It feels like that. That's it. I can't say much. It's awesome. I can't explain it in words, basically.
All right. Thank you for those precious words. And I think we have the results ready. The best speaker for today's meeting is, the one and only speaker, Toastmaster Vaishnavi. And the best of tag, it's our counter, Toastmaster GSP. And the best of Big Four, it's our very own TMOD, Toastmaster Ganesh. And coming to the table topic speakers, I guess it's Toastmaster Praneeth, who spoke for the first time but made it. Yes, I guess that's the results. And I would like to close meeting number 149 themed status.